And I feel like being a hairstylist, I get to talk to so many different people from so many walks of life and so many different places, and it's a beautiful thing to hear all of these different stories and people's hearts. And there seems to be these common themes that I started to recognize, and that is this: that oftentimes we know that there's greatness in us, we know that we have passions, we know that we have dreams, we know that there's things in us that are burning to come out, but yet there's something that stands in the middle of us. It's the fear of stepping from here to actually doing it. And so there's people that work in corporate jobs their whole life, 30, 40 years, and they never take a step out to themselves. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. But I know there's a lot of people that they want to take that step and they want to take that leap. And so my heart is to really just challenge people to see what makes you unique, what makes you special, what makes you different, the things about you that you think aren't really that important, or people aren't really going to care that you do that or you have that to say. I can promise you that you will have something that will impact somebody else. So please, we need you. We need you to step out and to share and to take those leaps into whatever you're doing. So out of that space, I'm doing this little summit in March, and all it is just stories from people who I find inspiring, from people who I found that have learned their voice and have kind of said no to everything else and shut out the noise and have just really owned who they are and have brought that into their entrepreneurial experiences and in what they created. And so if you guys get a chance, if you're someone that's looking for that, I would love for you guys to just hear some of those stories. I think that it's really important for us to catch the spirit of the people that are doing what we want to do and to learn from people around us that were like, oh my gosh, you did that. And I think when we share, we connect with someone that's like, if you can do it, then I can do it. If you can start over and build a life, then I can start over and build a life. So don't ever belittle your experiences or how you grew up or how you were raised. Just own who you are and then get to know the people around you that look different. So I'm so grateful for this experience, and thank you guys once again for this platform to be able to share. And I hope that you guys got inspired or got something out of it today.
Thank you so much, Naomi. Guys, I have to apologize because my fire alarm is going off and I hope that the background noise is not too loud. But we will open it up for questions for Naomi. So you can either send them to me in the chat or just unmute yourself and ask. So the first question that we got is, I love the idea of taking a leap, but is there a baby step that you can encourage us to take first?
Oh, for sure. I think, honestly, I think it's really good to write things down. I think that's a first step that I would say for anybody is if you have ideas and you have things in you, start writing them down. Start asking the people around you what they see in you and what they, because people see the stuff in you that you don't see in yourself. And so sometimes it's important to get that information because that's going to build confidence in you, because you can have something in you, but when other people confirm that, like, no, like I totally can see you doing that. And I can totally see you going for that. That's going to help you to at least change your mindset from like, I can't do this to I can. And once your mindset is changed, that's the first step, because that's going to allow you to like say yes to opportunities that you maybe would have said no to before. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I think that's a good place to start.
Yeah, that's great. The next question we got is, how did COVID impact your business and how did you deal with those challenges?
That's a good question. I think COVID impacted all of us. I know for me, I had to shut down. And so obviously financially that was very impactful. Again, I'm a very positive person and I try to look at the silver lining. And so because my job is a service-based job and I can book clients, I was really quiet for a while, but then when I was able to come back, I was able to, it's almost like I got to make all those people back. I'm not saying it's exactly the same because it wasn't, but I think for me, what helped me navigate it is to just live in the moment and take that time that I wasn't working and use it to fuel these new side hustles and things that are brewing inside of me. So for me, it was a blessing in a weird way, but definitely I think, again, if you're not saving money, and if you're not kind of prepared that things may not always look the way that they should, then I think those things can really hammer you. But I'm thankful that I kind of always think ahead a little bit in terms of savings, so that helped me. But yeah.
Fair, perfect.